My name is Dan, and together with my friends Runo, Marucho, Julie, Mr. Hotshot himself, Shun, and Alice, we are the Bakugan Battle Brawlers!
Alright guys, it's Cavalier Signature here, and I'm back to review some more Bakugan, just like I promised. Now, this one's going to be another one of my two-parters, like I did once before, since we have a lot more episodes to cover again. I'll put 3 episodes up in this episode, and then I'll put the next 3 up in the next episode immediately after this one, just like the last time. Now that all of that's out of the way, we can get this review started, and let's start off with episode 39 titled Masquerade Unmasked.
Bakugan Battle Brawlers in Masquerade Unmasked.
We continue from the last time with the Brawlers in shock at Alice being Masquerade.
Goodbye, Dan. Goodbye?
Where am I?
Before they can continue further on the matter, Hal G shows up and tells the story of how this all came to be.
Hal G! Do you remember that day, Alice? So long ago? I was in my laboratory, and I had just returned from Vestroia. I wanted to leave a record of what I had seen in that dimension. During the time I recorded my testimonial, a mega-dimensional nova was occurring on Vestroia. It's the phenomenon that occurred when Naga tried to take control of the Infinity Core, as well as the Silent Core. Massive negative power from the mega-dimensional nova was released. It passed through the Dimension Transporter System and contaminated my laboratory. Then Alice arrived. A flood of negative energy filled the lab and surrounded us. It changed my body, and that's how I became Hal G!
And I changed too.
That's right, Alice. You changed. You took on the separate personality known as Masquerade.
You know, as interesting as this all is, it's really strange to know that in the hindsight of things that Masquerade and Hal G are actually grandfather and grandson, or granddaughter, or whatever you want to call it. After hearing about all of that, Alice becomes very despondent and melancholy at this whole revelation, and despite her friend's best efforts, she leaves them behind out of guilt.
Thank you, I want to stay. No. How can any of you ever trust me again? No, wait! Goodbye, everyone. All right, Grandfather, I'm ready. Alice, don't go!
Goodbye, Brawlers!
No!
A few days have passed since then, and the plan is still in disarray as a result of what's been happening in Vestroia. And unfortunately, it only gets worse as Naga starts setting his plans into motion.
But strange weather patterns have been happening all over the world. Scientists have been trying to figure them out. So far, no one's come up with any explanation for it all. It's like the whole world has been turned upside down.
I know the real reason behind this bizarre weather. Vestroia is collapsing, and its decay is causing the erosion of the human world.
I can feel it. I feel the power. The power of the Silent Core's energy is flowing through me. But I need the Infinity Core's power to complete my plan. I've waited long enough. If you won't bring the Infinity Core to me, then I'll come take it from you!
And what I'm seeing is truly amazing! I just learned that late last night a gigantic hole opened up in the middle of the ocean and swallowed an entire cargo ship.
The Brawlers come up with a plan to head directly into Vestroia in order to confront Naga head-on.
Okay, if we all go into that hole, that'll take us to Vestroia, right?
Dan, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Face it, Drago, we can't just sit around here and wait for Naga to come to us. We strike first. All of us are going in after him.
Yeah!
They say goodbye to all their families, and then they set off on their journey to save both worlds.
So let's see. What have we got here? Cough drops. You'll need them. Where's the first aid kit?
Don't worry, Dad. We'll be fine. We'll be home in no time. Just wait and see. See you soon, Mom and Dad.
Yes, we're so proud of you, son. You certainly are becoming quite a fine young man.
All right, stay safe.
I will.
Be careful.
Of course.
Dan, we'll both be thinking of you. You do your best. And don't let anything stand in your way.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, are you ready?
And that wraps up episode 39 as we move on to episode 40, titled Alice Gets Schooled.
The Bakugan Battle Brawlers in. Alice gets schooled.
After running away from the Brawlers, Alice decides to stay with her aunt and uncle for a while in another part of the world.
Are you still sleeping, Alice? It's time to get up.
Oh, just another 5 minutes.
Did you have a nice sleep?
Yeah, I had the best sleep. Thanks, Auntie.
While she's out and about, she encounters Klaus and tells him about what's happened.
Just shopping and straight home, Alice.
Would you two please stop worrying about me? I'll be back in no time.
Be careful!
Okay. That's weird. The lake's frozen over, and it's the middle of summer. I wonder what's going on, and whose castle is that? I've never seen it there before.
Someone approaches.
It's been a while, Klaus, hasn't it?
And you are?
Give me a minute and I'll explain everything.
After they chat a little bit, Klaus decides to settle things with her in a battle, and Alice begrudgingly accepts.
I challenge you to a battle. As you can see, this is my extensive Bakugan collection. After you defeated me, I began collecting in hopes of one day getting my revenge against you. That day has come.
But I can't! I won't! But Klaus, I told you I won't battle!
You will! After what you did to me and others, Masquerade, you don't have the right to refuse me.
Field!
Open!
Despite Alice agreeing to fight him, she shows significant weakness and cowardice, constantly refusing to fight back and drawing her Bakugan back at every point in turn.
Gate card, open! Peacemaker!
Interesting move. Your gate card Peacemaker move sent my Bakugan back to me. So what? Does this mean you're surrendering already?
I don't want to do this. No. Oh! Oh my gosh! Gate card open! Gate card closed!
When a player calls out Gate Card Close, all Bakugan leave the battlefield, and the battle immediately ceases.
Gate card open! Androstasis!
Not again. Instead of using cheap moves like your androstasis, why don't you just throw in the towel?
Eventually, Alice does decide to start fighting back, but in the end, Klaus still defeats her.
No! Ability activate! Spiced assault!
Huh?
How did Centipoid survive that attack?
Recalculating battle scores. Advantage Centipoid.
Ability activate! Ram down! That move nullifies your gate card, Klaus! Puts us at even strength!
I'm not done! Ability activate! Forcing wave!
Your battling skills are obviously inferior to ours, so I suggest you leave while you still can.
Cyranoid increase of 100 Gs.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Centipoid, no!
Once it's all over, Klaus and Alice have a heart-to-heart with each other, and they make peace with one another.
I tried my best. And even though I wasn't going to brawl against you, why am I still disappointed that I lost?
Because you're a true Bakugan Battle Brawler, Alice. And think about it. You didn't even bring your own Bakugan, yet you put up some fight back there. It all makes sense. When you stand back and look at it, everyone and everything has a purpose, Alice.
I think I understand, Klaus.
Having been roused by this lesson, Alice decides that it's time for her to get going to do everything she can to help her friends save the world.
The world is a beautiful place, if you just look for it, Alice. And it's everyone's responsibility to protect it.
You're right. We all have to do our part, don't we? And it's about time I start doing what I can to save it. After all, I am a Bakugan Battle Brawler.
And that wraps up episode 40 as we move on to episode 41, titled A Fish Called Tayghen.
The Bakugan Battle Brawlers in! A fish called Tayghen!
The Brawlers make their way into Vestroia and find themselves in a new twisted hybrid dimension that was created from Naga's influence and corruption of the world, which is in turn a fusion of the Aquos and Ventus attributes.
Is this really Vestroia?
No! It's never been an Aquos-attributed dimension.
Indeed, and I do sense a strong Aquos presence.
Yes, and I can sense the power of Ventus.
Well, that would be both water and wind.
I believe this may be a new dimension where those elements have mixed together to form one. One explanation may be that new worlds have formed, created from the overlapping of the original dimensions.
As they explore this new world, they have an unfortunate first meeting with the first two of Naga's newest minions.
Oh, you must help me, please. Do not leave me here all alone.
Quit wasting our time with your smart mouth, kid.
I'm a water-attributed Bakugan. See? What do you think? I am Tayghen. I understand your journey has been a long one. Why not stay here and rest a while?
We are the gatekeepers of this world, and we have a job to do. And that's to protect our leader, Naga.
Shun and Maruto decide to take them on together, as they are the Aquos and Ventos experts, and they have an advantage, so to speak.
Gate card open! Triple battle! Huh? What's this? I can't move forward! Okay, Angelo, time to morph!
Gotcha. Aquos Preus. Okay, let's give these grunts a taste of the Preus combination attack. Attribute change. Darkness.
I'm all tingly. Ability activate! Diagonal relation between Pyrus and Darkest.
I can feel the power surge.
What now? Are
you giving up, Skyrus?
Now, Shun! Descartes, open! Energy merge!
Huh? What's wrong? I'm losing my power!
Ability activate! Water refrain! Hey, Tayghen, that move just nullified your ability! Oh no, I can't attack!
Incoming!
Unfortunately for them, their plan backfires heavily as Tayghen and Harry have a few more tricks up their sleeve than we at first thought.
But if you think I'm washed up, you're sadly mistaken! Blow away!
No way! She's using a wind attribute!
Aqua Spouted!
Back to water!
The impossible just became possible! Dive barrage!
Oh, crud! He's a Ventus Bakugan! He can't do that!
Freezing wave!
He's freezing us in! How is he doing that?
We're doomed!
Shun decides to stall the two of them long enough for Dan and the others to be able to escape, and then he saves Marucho in turn.
Ability activate! Blow away!
What in the world is happening? Freaky!
You three make a break for it!
No, Shun, that's just crazy! We battle as a team, remember? Shun! Shun!
Storm Stinger!
Whoa, what happened? I thought we were goners back there.
Marucho and Shun then double team up on Tayghen and Harry and take them down with ease.
Diagonal relation between Ventus and Chaos engage now. Now Skyrus and Angelo's powers are jacked up to the limit.
Oh goodness.
I can feel the surge!
Attribute change! Darkus! Am I cool or am I cool? Wow, alright!
Diagonal relation between Pyrus and Darkus activate. Reyes and Diablo power boost.
Shall we? Diablo? You know me, I'm always ready.
You got it! Gust of wind blow! Destruction meteor storm!
Although it seems that they may have won, it appears that the two villains are down, but far from out.
I can't believe we lost to humans!
Don't worry, this fight isn't over!
And that concludes the first half of my semi-parter once more. Tune in next time where I'll cover episodes 42 through 44 and give my final thoughts and conclusions on these 6 episodes. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and until then, see you guys.